Hi guys! So today I explain you the effect section, and for this reason I've loaded up the MFA-1, which offers the original waveforms from the Studio Electronics hardware and above. I've made this tutorial. It's a very simple sound. It's a Rhodes piano sampled in 8 velocity layers and sounds like that. Okay, so pretty dry, because it is dry. We have 5 different effects, or 5.5. This is a real chorus, which is very complex. Jimmy, distortion, phaser, a reverb, and the delay named echo here. What you need to know is that the Jimmy, the phaser, and the echo come directly from contact. So they're okay, don't expect too much. Okay, maybe the phaser is quite good, so let's begin with that one. You have mix. So how much of the effect do you want to have? A speed, a depth, a feedback, and the phase starting point. Okay, one simple thing here is the echo. Should be quite clear. Feedback means how many repetitions you have. Time is very obvious, damping is obvious, and the stereo mode you can set it to mono to achieve a dub style. But I think this is also not too important. And the last thing that is not too important is Jimmy, distortion. Well, yeah, we might question why I have chosen to select it in. It is because the original hardware has some distortion, which sounds superior to that one. But in some cases, the digital counterpart from native instruments is actually making sense, so it's here. I don't recommend to use it really, because it's better to have a real analog distortion unit, or use something much more sophisticated like Amplitube or Native Instruments Guitar Rig for that. But okay, it's here, so just to mention it. This is Jimmy. But now, important things are real chorus and reverb. The real chorus, I named the real chorus like real chorus because it is a real chorus. Whoa, what a surprise. Why? Because every time you increase the number of voices, you will not have a DSP effect on it, but it will actually play additional voices, detune them here, and put them into the panorama of the stereo field right here. And the effect is very different from using a DSP chorus, as you might hear. Dial in more voices, but be careful. More is not necessarily better. So if you take it like that, you can even achieve very wide chorus effects. Another thing to know is that you have a random panner. Random panner on the MFA-1 only has one setting, with the amount, and this is just random left, right. We have to turn off the chorus to hear it more clearly. But the most important thing here is the reverb. So the reverb is divided up into 5 sections: halls, rooms, spatial, spaces, and effects. Let's begin with halls. All the algorithms has been taken very painfully from Eventide hardware and my Lexicon 960. So what you hear here is, I think, top notch, and yeah, just I don't want to talk too much, just give it a listen. What you get. Each of the reverb sections here has many subpages, different effects. Don't forget to hit load. And so on. For anything you dial in here, you have a send knob. Consider it as a dry-wet mix. It's basically the same. Pre-delay. And some filtering, low cut and high cut. I think I have to explain a little bit about that here, because if you put low cut like that and high cut like that, it's the original algorithm. And here you dial in a cut, and it sounds. I think you got the idea. And let's just switch through different algorithms. The next section of categories is rooms. One of my favorites is Berlin. It's very subtle in some way, but just adds some freshness to the sound. This one comes from the Lexicon. Okay, spatial. Spatial is trying to just spread stereo information. And so on. Okay, here we have some very sought after things like Black Hole from Eventide. I think it's hidden behind Beijing, if I remember it correctly. Yeah. So spaces means very lush reverbs. And last but not least, effects. Yes. Ah, okay, this one's very long. I've been searching for that. I hope you have fun. See you next time.